Hi there, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Flights. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at two Colorado wines. One from a relatively new winery, or at least new in this iteration, and the other from a winery that sadly is no longer with us. Um, Damn, it got cold this week, didn't it? I mean, this was one of those weeks where you went outside, and at least to me, it was just blustery cold. And what I want on nights like that is a big wine. I want Cab, I want Merlot, I want Syrah. We're not doing a Syrah tonight, but we are doing a Cab and a Merlot. We're going to start off with Mesa Park Vineyards out of Palisade. This is their 2018 Estate Grand Valley AVA Cabernet Sauvignon. This is the winery that is actually, they're celebrating their third anniversary with the current owners this week. The winery was around for several years before that. The owners sold it. The current owners bought it 3 years ago this week. So it was January of 2018. This is a 2018 vintage, so it's from their first harvest under the new ownership. 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon. It's rather dark, very dark and garnet in the glass. Wow, that is sweet. Not sugar sweet. I mean, that smells like the absolute definition of chocolate-covered cherries to me. Just big in-your-face box of chocolate-covered cherries. A little bit of dust in there. Kind of surprising on a relatively new wine, relatively young wine. Let's give it a taste. Okay. It's a little acidic. It's got some sharp tannins in there. Doesn't necessarily taste as it smelled. There's a little bit of that chocolate covered cherry in there, but I'm getting more cola notes and maybe some burnt pipe tobacco, like a cherry tobacco, or like a real rich pipe tobacco. It's a little lighter than I expected. It's a good wine though. It's a touch cloying on the finish. It's got some tartness on the finish. That's from those sharp tannins. It's got a relatively quick finish. It doesn't linger, doesn't stick around long. Good wine. Little bit young still. Could use maybe a couple more years on the shelf just to get some of that aging to it. Now, this next wine is from Boulder Creek Winery. The winery itself was in operation from 2003 to 2016. Mike and Jackie Thompson had it up there. It was in kind of the gun barrel area of Boulder. One of the first Colorado wine clubs that we got into was Boulder Creek. This is their 2012 Merlot. So 6 years older than the Cab. I would expect it's going to not have those same young issues. Smells good. That one is a little lighter. Almost more of a brick red in the glass. Definitely get some dark chocolate there. A little bit of toast or char from a barrel maybe. I'm trying to figure out what that is that's hit me. Oh, it's maybe a hint of nuttiness. What's coming to mind is like some Enstrom's chocolate from Grand Junction. Maybe the dark chocolate almond toffee. A little bit of that on the nose. Oh my, that's terrific. That is deep, rich black fruits, dark cherries, blackberries. It's just very complex. There's a lot going on there. It's a great silky mouthfeel. Just a little sip feels like it's just filling your mouth with flavor. Just savory goodness. finish, very dry, a little bit of smokiness to it. Where I said that the Cab Sauv here was a quick finish, didn't linger. This one, I'm going to say this just lays really softly on your tongue. It's like it just curls up on there and stays. And that one, I could go without another taste for that, and I'll still be tasting that one in 10-15 minutes, I can tell. It's just a big, rich finish. Very soft, wonderful wine. I'm sad that Boulder Creek is no longer with us. They closed in 2016, but luckily I have a handful of their wines still in the wine room here. If you want to stop by, maybe we'll open one someday. So, hope you have a great weekend. Super Bowl next week. Go Buccaneers. Not really for Tom Brady or anything, but, I just can't root for the Chiefs being a Bronco fan. So, hope you're going to have a great weekend and drink some great wine. Cheers.